Enjoy the show the Van Wezel way. Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of Curtain Call Conversations. And today we are going to be talking about group sales. I'm Muffy Lavens, the PR director, and I am joined by Pam, our group sales coordinator, and Char, one of our group leaders who comes to the Van Wezel with her group. Thank you, ladies, for joining me.
Thank you.
All right, so let's just start out, Pam. What are the benefits of bringing a group to the Van Wezel?
Well, there's many benefits. One, I would say the first one that most groups are interested in is the 10% off the ticket price.
Everyone loves a discount.
Yeah, everyone loves a discount, and they also can get more than 10 tickets together, and that's, there's couples or they're just girlfriends or, friends that just come together. So that's probably, I would say, the main reason, when I get phone calls, about the ticket price. Another benefit I feel is we have quite a few groups that come from out of town. They rent motor coach buses, and we have a huge parking lot, so it's perfect for them to pull up. Their driver can, come in and see the show if they bought a ticket for them, and it's easy loading, unloading, for them to come in on the bay side of the hall. So that's important, to have that. And then I guess the one that I like the most is the concierge part. I'm able to give them, if there's any special requests, like ADA seating or sitting on the aisle or closer to the center. That type of benefits, I think, is really outweighs it.
Can I add one thing?
Of
Because
course.
our group really likes the fact that we get great seats. And we also all get to sit together with the people that we came with. So if we just had dinner with them, coming in and all sitting in the same place, they really value that a lot.
And that kind of leads into a question I wanted to ask you of how does it work from your side when you're starting to put your group together and reaching out to Pam and bringing everyone here?
Well, it starts with the announcement of what the season's going to be and when the end of subscriber sales are, when group sales can start. So I put together from the materials Pam sends me an email to my community. I live in a gated golf course complex, so I have access to a lot of people immediately. But they love it. They love coming to Van Wezel and getting that early in. I'm finished taking orders for next season, and we have several hundred ticket sales. So I send my totals to Pam. Pam processes payments, then she's going to give me the tickets in a few weeks, and then I'm going to sort them and give them to my people. So we've worked together for a few years, so it's working out.
Yes, you've got a system down, it sounds like.
We certainly did it. Char was out of the country this summer, and she was emailing me back and forth, tickets, placements or whatever. So it's, it was easy that way.
That's great. So how far in advance should someone start booking their group?
Well, when we announce the season at the end of first of spring, group sales typically don't go on sale until after the subscriptions are completed. So the Broadway subscriptions, correct. And so I can't start reserving tickets, but I have a spreadsheet, a tracking spreadsheet that I keep, and they will send me their information on how many tickets they're thinking about getting, especially if it's one of the popular Broadway shows, and maybe the section that they're thinking, because at that point I have ticket prices, and so I had many of my groups this year contact me and say, I want all these shows and this many seats in this section. But the Broadway shows, I would say as soon as possible. As soon as you get to group together, as soon as possible. Some of the smaller shows that we're offering this year, we were able to accommodate them.
Yeah, those can kind of work more on a rolling basis as we announce things. And obviously we just had our big season announcement, so I'm sure you'll be getting those group orders in as we get closer to the start of the first show. How many people qualify for a group?
10.
10.
Last year, it was there was a couple shows that were 15, which was sort of an anomaly, I think. But it's 10. So, and then some of them, some of the shows offer if you purchase more than 30 tickets or 40 tickets, you get a comp ticket, which is nice.
That is nice. A little bonus there in addition to the ticket discount with a group. So, Char, how long have you been bringing groups to the Van Wezel?
Me personally, this is my 4th season, I think, but I inherited this from another member of our community who unfortunately passed away suddenly, and he was in the middle of doing some single night, like tribute bands or something like that, and I just had said to his wife, I'd be happy to finish it up for you, and shortly after that, she says, he's willing that job to you. So I enjoy it. So I actually enjoy it. I've expanded it and grown it more. And I have, get good feeling from my friends and neighbors that I'm taking the time to put that together for them.
Oh, good. And how many shows per year do you typically bring a group to?
We can't do them all because it's just too crazy. Usually 4 or 5. But then we did 4 or 5. I think I've got 3 for Christmas specials and another one in the spring that's just a single day performance. But what my people like is what we do.
That's great. And there's such a variety of shows that we have here at the Van Wezel, from Broadway to comedy, family fun, concerts. There's so much that I'm sure you have a wide variety of the groups that are interested in seeing things too.
We do. And some people go to everyone. Some people go to comedy. Some people go to romance,
Yeah.
So it's not the same for everyone, that's for sure.
So I know you mentioned earlier that it's nice to be able to have your group seated together. How does that work on your side, Pam, to make sure you're getting your group seated together? Or maybe there are people who want to pay different price points. How does all that work?
I look at their order history. I see what they're interested in, what they've typically purchased in the past, whether it be in the aisle or in the center. I try to, especially with the larger groups, we try to stack the seating so they maintain in the same little corridor, little group area. So that's what seems to be working so far.
I used to first couple of years, I only offered one choice in terms of the seats. And then I found out, and I probably almost doubled this year what I had last year by offering another price option. It's more work for me and for her.
I'm sure.
But it makes the people more interested and satisfied with what they're getting. So, I find offering at least 2, and usually one is up close and personal, and the other one is as nice as we can get, sort of in the middle, but less money for them.
Yeah, I think that's great that you're being conscious of that and able to tailor it to your group and their needs. What's your favorite part, Pam, of working with the group leaders?
I guess making them happy, and so they want to continue to come back. They get this special service, and I just, I'd like to see them be excited about the shows. When they come for the evening, I try to meet them, and they're all excited, and so that makes me feel good doing my job.
Well, good. Char, is there a moment or a big reaction from a show that you can remember with your group that just made it really special and everyone was enjoying themselves?
There's a couple of different ones. One was before I was actually the group leader, but I was part of the group that came, and it was a Freddie Mercury tribute. Ooh, and yes. Everyone came in those silly little mustaches. The whole group of like 30-something people, women and men, all had this silly little mustache. To me, that was like camaraderie beyond.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's so fun. It is always kind of fun when you see people get into the theme of the show and dress up.
Yes. Yep. Another one I had too that I think was pretty special was last season after the hurricane. I think it was like the very first show, perhaps, Menopause, the musical, too. I had 70 or 80 ladies that came. And that memory of them together, they laughed, they talk about it. And it was as our community was recovering from a lot of damage, and the theater as well. And that one has a different kind of special place for me.
I think that has a special place for a lot of us because it was that first show back, and it was 2 sold-out performances. We were all thrilled at the way that people came back and embraced the theater after we had been closed for 3 months.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything special that your group does before or after a show, or do you just all get together and come here?
We all live in the same community for the most part. Occasionally there's a visitor or guest So we see each other pretty often, but usually different groups break into smaller groups and they do dinner or lunch, depending on if we're going to a matinee or dinner evening performance. But they'll get together in groups of 8 or 10 or something. They'll travel together from our community. They'll eat somewhere around, spend that social time together away from where we live.
Yeah, that's really nice. I think that's great. And I think that also speaks to why it's fun to come with a group, because even if you are breaking off into those smaller groups, you're still having that shared experience together.
Right.
So if other people want to have this shared experience and bring a group, Pam, how can they get in contact with you?
VanWezel.org.
VanWezel.org. Remember, .org. We don't want you going to .com because that is a very different website that is not us.
Yes.
Well, before I let both of you go today, we always do something fun at the end of every podcast episode. We've done some this or that's. We've done top 3. So today I want to give you fast 5 questions.
Okay.
So it's going to be 5 questions that I'm asking you. Quickly think of the answer.
Okay.
Are we supposed to shout it out?
It's not a competition. I'm going to go one and the other. Okay. So, Pam, starting with you. If you could guarantee one perk for every group sale, what would it be?
A drink.
Ooh, I like that. A drink.
For the whole group?
Absolutely.
Hey, anything in the world, right? All right, Char, what is your favorite Broadway show?
Oh, Hamilton.
Hamilton was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you wrote a group out for that too?
Yes, we had 100 and something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we had a lot of opportunity because that was the longer running show.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. Yeah, 2 weeks is nice to try and fit that in. All right, Pam, if you could see any artist on the Van Wezel stage, who would you want it to be?
I don't know. Think of another question for me.
Any artist in the entire world.
Any artist in the entire world?
Who would you want to have play here?
Elton John.
Ooh, Elton John's a great choice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, Char, what show would you love to bring your group to next season? And I'm thinking future season ahead that we haven't even announced yet.
Oh,
If you
that you
could pick that
haven't
show.
announced yet. I'd like to have Lion King back again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lion King was fantastic.
Came with the granddaughter before I was involved in this, but that was a fabulous show to see here.
Yeah. That would be a fun one to bring back. All right, Pam, I'm going to ask you to name your favorite Broadway show.
Oh, gosh. I would say Moulin Rouge.
Yes.
The costumes, just the dancing, the story. I love it. I just love it.
Yeah, and that was definitely a popular one last season. That's one that I think we hear a lot about when people say their favorite.
Yeah, it was so great.
Well, you kind of already alluded to this, Char, but maybe you have another one in your back pocket of a funny moment or unexpected moment during your group outing.
Oh, I think I had, trying to think what it was, a situation where some people lost or couldn't locate their tickets because they get their tickets like in the fall and some of the performances aren't until the spring. And so I had to get Pam to reprint me some tickets. I had to go pick them up at Will Call. And trying to connect with those people, you'd have thought we were like in a maze somewhere. And truly, we were just all standing out around valet parking, but we didn't see each other. That took, I'm like, we're going to miss the start of the show. But it all worked out. But it was like,
Where are we going? What are we doing? All right, Pam, if you could bring, what's your dream group you could bring here? Real or fictional? Any people you want. Who would you want to build a group with?
Oh, a group? Mm-hmm. Well, of course. I would love to bring her group back.
or similar groups to that.
Yeah.
There's your dream group.
Yeah,
Everyone hit up Char and ask her what she does. So that,
she truly, she's one of my most organized group leaders.
Thank you.
But yeah, she has this process down, so it's very easy to work with her. Very easy.
I love it. I love it. Was that 5?
At least.
I think so.
At least. If there was a possibility to have someone come back and perform, mine is deceased, but it would be Jimmy Buffett.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Yeah.
did see Come From Away, or what was his Don't Stop?
Oh gosh, yes, his show. What is it?
Anyway, I saw it here. It was great.
Yeah.
It was like,
There's something with Margaritaville in it.
oh, come back to Margaritaville,
Or
or
something
welcome back
like
to
that.
Margaritaville.
Yeah,
Something
something
like that.
like
You're going to
that.
have to
Yeah.
You have to edit that out.
We'll look it up. Hopefully it'll come back.
Anyway, it was. I saw it on Broadway and I saw it here, and it was fabulous.
Amazing. We love when people are able to make those comparisons too and really share that
Yeah.
it is quality Broadway entertainment on our stage.
Yes. Yes.
So,
So many people I've seen will say that back to me.
Yeah.
You know, I saw this here. I saw this in New York. You know, I'm so excited to see it. You know,
And maybe you will, maybe you won't want to add this one last thought
Sure.
I had. And that is one of the enjoyable things at Van Wezel. We don't get paid to be group leaders, so it's just volunteer kind of work. Well, they thank us by having a luncheon
Yes.
here at the theater in the mezzanine area, whatever you call it. And this year I was so privileged, and it wasn't planned, it wasn't organized. I walked in, I took a seat, and I got to sit next to Mary Bensel. And
yes, our executive director.
she was the most fascinating, delightful lady, telling about her life history and about theater, and it just like permeates into you and makes you love what goes on here more.
Yeah, she definitely has a very interesting story and has been in the theater industry basically her entire career. And it is always fascinating to hear how she's worked with artists over the years and the ones she's bringing back and reading new and everything. So that's very special that you got seated at that
it was.
table as a random
And it's
happenstance.
very special that the theater has the group leaders come and thanks them for all they do too.
Yeah, no, that is very special, and Pam does a great job organizing that. All right, Pam, once more, if people want to find out about getting a group and getting in contact with you.
get online to our website, vanwezel.org. Look under group sales. My email address and my telephone number is there. I'm here Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. I'll call you back.
Perfect. And we will be back in 2 weeks with another episode of Curtain Call Conversations. I will once again be hosting that episode alongside our assistant technical director, Griffin, who I'm sure you had a good laugh with in his episode with Nate. And if you haven't, go check out episode number 4, A Day in the Life of the Technical Department. Sort of. And until next time, make sure you're following us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, YouTube, anywhere you can, be social, you'll find us. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast. We'll see you in 2 weeks.